leave you alone. All right, I'll see you tonight.
Yeah. Well. Never easy, man. It's always harder because we train so high. The altitude is so high. I mean, after one round, it's like doing 5 rounds. The air's so thin. But if I could do 12 hard rounds up here, come fight night, I'll be more than ready. Because we'll be fighting and it's going to be sea level and, you know, we'll be ready. Whatever Lamar Peterson brings to the table, we're going to be ready for.
See Mr. Carlos Diggs.
Hi, Johnny, how are you?
I thought he was going to leave me outside. How you doing, man? You good?
Alright, man, good. Welcome to my crib.
This is your digs?
This is where we stay. This is when we in training camp. This is the room. This is where I spend so much of my time in the daytime. You know, after training, before I come and rest up. So it's not like people think it is. People probably think Amir Khan gonna live in a 5-star place, but this is the way it is, man. I've got my praying mat here. I've got all my kit set out. Got like all my supplements here that I have to take. I've got everything set out. You know, all my boxing bags there. But this is basically it. Nice and simple. Live a normal life. You know, I think stuff like this keeps your feet on the ground as well because you appreciate life and you appreciate your sport. Keeps me focused really.
Show me downtown. Take me downtown. See you.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take you downtown. I'm gonna show you everything.
This place is completely different from Los Angeles. The atmosphere, the people.
Yeah, I mean it is. You know, especially when you training in the mornings and you're running through a mist of, you know, air. It's like clouds. Yeah, you're running through the clouds basically. I mean the hills. There's a lot of hills over here, and also that, like I said, the altitude makes a massive difference. And you know, when I got here the first couple of days and I was walking up and like now we're walking up the hill, you know, you feel your chest burn afterwards. You're like, wow, you know, you do feel the air, you know, and the altitude. But you know, it's just great to be away from everyone really and to be focused. I mean, my mobile phones are off. I don't communicate with no one. I just focus on my job, and I think you know, taking away 7 weeks of a training camp and being isolated and being somewhere like Philippines, I think I fight a need really.
You can tell this is Pacquiao's patch because everywhere we go, there's pictures of him everywhere.
Yeah.
You mentioned that name. You know,
everyone knows him, yeah.
You go in the gym, they see you as well. So all of a sudden you're becoming as popular as he is.
Manny's such a superstar in this country. Everywhere you go, you'll see billboards of his. You'll see him everywhere. You know, but every person in the Philippines knows who Manny Pacquiao is.
You know, I'm kind of jealous. Yeah. Because I come in, I think, it's just right. You can't get any better training camp.
Oh, you can't. You know, Johnny, I mean, you've been a fighter yourself, and for myself to be here, it's like, you know, it's an amazing experience. Being away from all your friends, being isolated. You do get bored at times, but that's just the way it should be. If you want to be a champion, if you want to be the best in your sport, you have to get away from everything. You have to be bored at times. You know, I have so much rest. I go sleep on time, I wake up on time. I rest throughout the day. I eat the right food. I mean, I ain't got people calling me saying, let's go to let's go McDonald's or let's go here, let's go there. Everything is done properly because, you know, this is a big stage. It's a big time of my life now. I have to make sure I don't make any mistakes and I do everything perfect.
Would you advise any young fighter coming through that's got the potential that you have to do this?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you got a lot of good fighters in Britain, and I think, you know, they should one day go to a training camp, get away from everything and focus on what they need to do. And for me, when I'm here, I know it's work time. You know, I kind of isolate myself and I'm dedicated to my sport.
Amir's really committed. It's a hard scheduling camp for the Bolton boy, with nothing else to do but train. But Khan's looking in good shape, Adam.
Certainly is, Johnny. Has he made the right decision, do you think, to isolate himself like that, Khan?
It's not ideal going over to the Philippines. That's certainly not ideal. It's just a pity, but he has to play second fiddle to Manny Pacquiao. And Freddie Roach, you know, is huge in the Amir Khan setup. But this is the biggest fight. Khan's been in some big fights. This is the biggest fight of his career. Before the first Peterson fight, we were talking about Floyd Mayweather and all the rest of those fights. We've been carried away with Khan, but that was a real wake-up call. And I think this job is going to be tougher than the first one.
An interesting peek into the camp there, and a Spartan lifestyle, that room especially.
Yeah, I mean, it's a boot camp, obviously, but every fighter's build-up is like that. You can bet your bottom dollar that Lamont Peterson is training and in great shape as well. What I'm interested in is how is Amir Khan going to approach this time tactically, because I thought tactically he was erratic and fought the wrong fight for a lot of the time in that first fight. Tried to turn it into the biggest mystery since the Marie Celeste. It wasn't.
What, the referee, the man in the hat, the controversy?
Sure, but, you know, it was a close fight when he took the 2 points off.
And a good fight.
Yeah, but I think one of the problems too, people keep talking about the 2 points reductions, which were fair in my mind, but why was he pushing Lamont Peterson off? Because his punches weren't keeping Lamont Peterson off. You had to be pushing him off. Lamont Peterson, I reckon, put on about 20 pounds between the weigh-in and the actual fight. And look at how he's bullying Khan at points here. I mean, this is a guy who basically is a boxer, but boxing for 3 rounds, it wasn't working, so he came up with a completely different plan. This time, he goes into the ring knowing how to beat Khan. This is what Khan has to do, what he was doing there. Plenty of movement. And he seems to go to sleep at times. He doesn't think like a fighter at times.
Jim, is that why he's got
mistakes.
people like Max Maxwell, like middleweights in the camp this time?
Yes, because he's got to get used to, a powerful man, I mean, he must have had a 10-pound weight advantage on the night, that night, Peterson. But he doesn't want to be standing with him, he wants to be moving.
And also, there was a bit of arrogance, wasn't there, about the Khan camp. They agreed to take the fight in Washington. They thought they wouldn't even need the judges. And it all went wrong on them. OK, another referee might not have made those deductions, but this one did, and 2 of the judges saw it against him. Now he knows how good Lamont Peterson actually is. I think this is another very, very tough fight. I think he might win it, but I think it might be a close call again.
Has he got to box and move this time and stay away and use his speed and skills, or does he have to get drawn in at times again as well?
Well, he's going to be drawn in at times.
Yeah.
Peterson is a different man now. Peterson was a huge underdog last time. Now he's into the ring. He knows he is good enough to beat Amir Khan because he's beaten him before. He knows he has to do it in pretty much the same manner. Amir has to use a lot of movement. He has to use his skills.
I mean, Peterson, as you were saying, Ian, is going to be absolutely fired up for this because of what happened in December for him, catapulted him up.
Well, they tried to take it away from him.